No man is more professional than I. I am a 1% man. I am not above or below any man. I'm training my mind. I'm building my body. I'm connecting to my soul. I'm investing my money. Welcome to the 1% Man Podcast. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the 1% Man Podcast. I got my boy, my good friend, my big homie, big dog, Fred Smith here in the building with me. What's up, Fred?
What's up, Playboy? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. I can't complain. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I do love the scene. I didn't know. I mean, you just told me you're about to go play some golf, so
Heck yeah, bro. California,
yeah,
man, you got to get your golf game up.
You have to teach me because I know nothing about golf whatsoever. You got to teach me.
Well, good. I'd be more than happy to, my brother.
So, Fred, before we get going, I want everyone to get to know you a little more. So I want to ask you a couple questions. And it's gonna kind of be rapid fire, right?
I can handle it. You know me. Let's ride.
Got you. What is your favorite color?
Red.
If there was one value that you could share with every man in the world, what would it be and why?
Love. Love is one of the highest vibrations on the planet next to gratitude and all these other emotions. The problem with it is that it just takes a lot of energy to sustain them. So if you work on yourself first, then you can actually evolve to that. So,
damn, I love it. And of course, me and you were both in the military background. So what is one experience you've learned in the military that you wish that you could pass on to every man?
Value your freaking life because you only get one of these. I'm telling you. I went to the Gulf and came back. I went to the Gulf as an agnostic. I came back believing in God, trust, light, love, whatever you want to call it, bro.
Yeah. As they say, you've seen the light, right?
There are no atheists in combat, bro. No atheists.
Oh, I agreed. Totally agree with you. So, Fred, I brought you on here because you're somebody that I look up to, and I know that when me and you have been in the first time we met, we were in a room where it was, I think, like out of 50 people, there was 4 black people.
Right.
It was me, you, Kevin, and Ari. That was like the 4 black people. And I remember it was like right after the event, me and you linked up, we started talking, and something that at the time I said is that a lot of black people don't go to events like this. They don't spend the money.
Yep.
And
remember that.
And we always get stuck in this in that same kind of circle of, hey, you know what? I'm black. I shouldn't do this, or this is for white people, or this isn't something that black people do. For you, and I know you're further along than me. So for guys that are younger like me that really want to step out, and for even just say like for men in general, what can we do so that way we can stop thinking with this mentality of this is only for white people, this is only for white men, this is only for a certain class of people, and we can start seeing ourselves in a higher light.
Yeah, bro. I tell you, if that involves the color green, and I can't be that because I'm denying green. You know what I'm saying? Like money likes green. It don't matter whether you black, white, yellow, pink, purple, polka dots. It really is about how you attract it. And again, without getting too woo-woo, because I am a lot more woo-woo these days. Like you said, I've been from the hood. I know what it's like to be rich. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to be everywhere in between. So when you realize the value of what money represents more than the money itself, then you can understand, does that correlate with like how you are as a human being? Because I think the problem that I had coming up in the hood is, like you said, I'm from the inner city, from Chester, Pennsylvania. I'm out here about to hang out. It's a Friday night playing golf, and I used to play golf so much that people, I just got bored with it because I've retired a couple times in my life, right?
Yeah.
But how did I get there? I got there just by really focusing in on one thing, and that was, how can I deliver value? So when you understand that value exceeds cost on anything, is when you start really, quote unquote, making money. So like Einstein said, become a person of value. It don't care what color you are, bro. That's what people got to understand. Like, the skill of getting out of your own way is such a powerful skill that you have no idea how that can shape your life. And we are programmed, we're conditioned, we're taught to be hardwired for pride and ego, and it's totally opposite of that. That's the reason why I love golf so much, bro. It's not because I do like playing it, but golf is a game of opposites. A lot of people think like you got to hit the ball versus hitting through the ball. Same thing with making money. They think that you just got to try to do this quick, slick, manipulative stuff, but those days are far few and in between. Anybody can get this information online. But what they can't get is a real person, a real value, actually giving it to real people. And I think when we understand that, it's not about, white or black or yellow or whatever, that it's just about simply focusing in on value. I'm going to say it over and over and over again.
Yes.
Because it's simple, but it didn't necessarily say it was easy. Because if you subscribe to what I'm saying, then that's challenging you as a man to just say, well, damn, I got to learn how to get out my own way. But most people don't think like that, which is the reasons why they stay broke. And broke is actually worse than being poor, because poor is actually a condition, so you can't see it. But to make money and lose money and not understand why you got it in the first place, that sucks.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
I could save somebody a lot of time by saying the shortcut is people buy when value exceeds cost. And it really has nothing to do, like you were saying earlier before we got on recording, has nothing to do with mindset per se. You got to find what people value and then work towards bringing that value to the market. So it doesn't matter what room you're in. What matters is the room that's going on right here. And can you challenge yourself to actually step up and do that kind of stuff? And I think a lot of people don't do that regardless of what color you are.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And I got to ask this too, do you think that it matters? Because I've been in situations where, the way I dress, or you know what, let's say this, does the way you dress matter and in the rooms that you enter and that you go to?
Hell yeah.
Right. Okay.
Don't let nobody say nothing different, bro.
Yeah.
Like everything's a game, dude, and you're either going to play or be played. So some people like me, I'm pretty rare. Like I can go into basically any room, like being me. But I've had to earn that right and earn that respect. Because and what I mean by that is a lot of people just simply don't get that there are unwritten rules out here in the game of life. And either you're going to play or you're going to be played. You have to know your audience. You have to know where your value is and just go to where you are valued. So it goes back to that. So I've never, even in the 20 years, have experienced what it's like to be part of the suffering and the condition anymore, because I said, I'm not going to subscribe to that no more. I said, let me figure out how I can deal with nothing but 7 to 10 figure business earners. And that's all I did after I got out of the Marine Corps for 20 years. And I'm still doing it to this day. It's a totally different way of thinking. It's a totally different approach. But my point to you is, it does depend. I didn't get there by dressing like I was like I didn't have pride about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I told you before I did door-to-door sales. So like I had the best clothes I could have on. They weren't like top notch. I had holes in my shoes and I had newspaper when I was knocking on doors just to make sure. I knocked on doors in Virginia. I knocked on doors in Baltimore. I knocked on doors in the. What I'm saying? I've been all over this country doing that. But, I didn't have a lot of money at the time. I just did the best that I could. People could just see that I was doing my best to be presentable. And that actually opened up other doors because I was like, hey, I need your help. So I'm hoping that's making sense. But what we got to understand is that there is a code to life. You've got to figure out the rules. Some of the rules are going to be either in writing. Some of them are going to be hidden. And you've got to just, again, get out of your own way to understand what the rules are. Like when I go to the country club, I'm not going to sit there and wear a clown suit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to wear my golf shorts and, like right now I happen to got on my days and all that stuff because I'm playing golf, but I know where I'm playing golf. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm going to a country club, I'm not going to dress like this. I'm going to have on my polo. I'm going to be speaking the King's language because that's where a lot of big money's made. So I'm going to be like, yo, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to that environment. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I know how to because I'm from Philly. Like when I went there with my wife, she saw a whole different part of me. She's just like, damn, like you speak like that for real? I'm like, I don't even think of it. I just know where I'm at. And opposite of success necessarily isn't failure. It is conformity. But you also have to realize that sometimes you got to know when to hold them, fold them, walk away, and run. And when I'm in Rome, I'm gonna do exactly what the Romans do. Period. Because it works.
Damn, I love what you just said. But I want to go back a little bit to what you just said when you said about conforming, because I think there's a big thing where everyone say, hey, be yourself. Right? Be authentically you, right? So okay. How does that match that does that go against with what everyone is saying nowadays about being yourself, just show up like yourself all the time, or that does that fall in line with what's going on?
Bro, most people don't even know who the hell they are. They're trying to be somebody else. They don't understand that you've got to understand what your core values are. I know for a fact that when I'm speaking to people, I'm either attracting them or repelling them. I know for a fact I can't be everything to everybody. I'm sorry, I'm black. I ain't got no control over that. But what
Yeah.
I control over is how I approach people. What I do have control over is how I say things. What I do have control over is my narrative to the best of my ability. But most people don't even think like that. They just go, well, I won't do that. Screw that. I'm not going to be that. Okay, you do that and you stay broke. All I'm letting you know is this is the game. Are you in or you out? Because it's bigger than all of us. And when you realize that, then you start playing the game. It is a game. I hate to say it. You're either going to play or be played. It's just really that simple.
Yep. And you said it right there. Dang, that's so good. I wish I could go back and just rewind that and just play that again for people to understand. Because I think we've I subscribe to that a lot, and I think I told you that too. You know, being growing up the way I did. You know, wanting to portray my blackness in a way that like just sagging my pants, right? Trying to be so, I think, as you know, as people say, like trying to push the thug image so much because that's what I thought being black was, right? I pushed that so hard, and I pushed it, but it wasn't until, like, you know, meeting people like you, like Kevin, like Ari, that showed me a different side, right? And because then you meet people that have made it. But what about the people that don't get to meet you in person, that don't get to do that, right? How can they switch? You know what I mean? How can they start to find out who they really are? Because you said the first thing you got to do is find out who you are. So how do you
Right.
find out who you really are? What's your values and all that? What do you got to do? What's like the first
Pain,
step? Pain.
pain,
Pain. Okay,
pain.
tell me more.
No, seriously, bro. Like, you got to get to a point where you got to ask yourself, how much pain am I willing to handle? I mean, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, bro. There were crime, gunshots. My best friends just died next door a couple of days ago. You know, I mean, this is real stuff that goes on. You know, my best friend got murdered right after we went to his wedding. He had 10 kids. But, you know, the problem is most people don't know what they value. It goes back to that one word, bro. I wish that it was a lot more complicated than that. But you got to understand what you bring to the table. You have to understand who you are. And it's not that obvious, but pain is usually the gateway, because pain is going to force you to either piss or get off the pot. And a lot of people don't understand that, because it's one thing to go through pain. It's another thing to have a high tolerance for pain, right? That's the first key for me. My second thing was the fact that I know for a fact that I'm not going to be on this planet for a long time. So my pain is time. Like, my pain, I value my time. Don't waste my time. Like, that's all I have. I can make and lose money, but my pain was that, hey, I'm not getting any younger. Am I creating a legacy for my family? What am I doing? You know, when I was in the hood, when I was like 15 or 16, this is the kind of stuff I was thinking about. I was like, damn, I can't wait to get up out of here if I can make it out of here alive. And then when I hit 17, every single day was just a bonus day to me. And that's really how I look at it. My family will tell you, bro, like, I don't celebrate holidays because to me every day is precious. Why do I need to put one more extra special thing? No, all my days are precious. All my days are measured. I don't know when I'm checking out. All I know is just that I got into enough pain where I saw enough roaches on the floor. I got into enough pain where I slept because I was homeless, you know, 3 times in my life. I was in enough pain where I was just like, screw it. I'm going to do this or die trying. And when you make that decision, all of a sudden, what happens is the universe hears you, whatever you believe in, and then the heavens just open up, and all kinds of teachers just started coming out the woodworks, bro. It was literally magic to me, man. You know, and I learned a lot of my skills on the road. I had a pretty good brother who was a mentor to me. You know, he showed me the game. He showed me how to play the game. He showed me what to do and what to not do. And that was literally after I made one of those big decisions like that. But we're scared. And the problem is, you got to understand, this is just like baseball. You can't get to second base by keeping your plate, your foot on first plate. You can't do that. You gotta make that run, but at the same time, you got to run smart, not hard. So pain will be the first step.
Yep.
Deciding that you're going to make a decision is the second step, and then the third step is you just don't jump out there, man. I hear some of the dumbest crap by some of these people out here who are very well known. Just jump off the cliff and build your wings as you fly. I'm like, you're going to fall on your fucking face. Excuse my language, but that's just the way it is, because you don't have enough skill set to understand exactly how hard it is to change your mind. That's what people don't understand. Regardless of whatever you say or believe, we all have hit a certain comfort zone after doing something for a while. So it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's learned helplessness. Like, I can't miss something I never had. So why am I trying to think about something that may not be there? All I know is, here's my environment right now. How can I control my environment? Am I enough pain to want to move? And if so, who can help me or how can I help them get what they want so I get what I want. And that's really how I do it, bro. I don't think about this because people can overanalyze and mentally masturbate to death. But the reality of it is you got to just really just hunker down. I'm in enough pain. Say these 3 magic words. I need your help, or 4, because I can't count these doors these days. You know, but you know what I'm saying? And just really stick to your guns and just say, hey, I'm going to evolve. I'm going to do this. You know, it's like these trees over here. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is just hit it with an axe 3 or 4 times a day. You may knock that tree down in a few weeks. You may knock it down in a few months. But you got to keep swinging. A lot of people just give up, bro. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Man, so many nuggets getting dropped over here, and making me lose my train of thought every time you hit another one. No, I definitely love it. So first off, we have to go through the pain, and once the pain is great enough, then after that, the next step is making a choice, right?
Yeah, because even decide to not decide is still a decision. That's what people don't understand. In my world, it's either hell yes or hell no. There's no hell maybe. And that was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn.
God damn. And then the last, and then the not the last thing, but the I'm guessing that the third thing is really finding a mentor then, right? Finding someone that can help you move along.
Yeah, because a mentor is a shortcut, bro. I'm not going to sit here and try to reinvent the wheel. I just said it to one of my buddies today. You know, we're working on a real major project right now, and it's big money. And I'm just like, bro, I ain't trying to sit here and reinvent the wheel. You know, there's already something out here. All I have to do is just make it work a little bit better for what we've got going on, and there it is. That's it.
God dang. So now that, you know, how do I say this? So now that you're at where you are, and you're looking back, right? What do you think if you had to do it all over again, and you could talk to yourself, and you can talk to your younger self, what is 3 pieces of advice that you would give them to kind of get to where you are now quicker?
Bro, that's a great question, man. I don't know if I could do it any better because I didn't have any reference points, and that's my point. So I think the first step would be to really make a solid decision, even if it's the wrong decision, quote unquote wrong decision. And a lot of people are scared to decide, man. So when you make a solid decision, even if it's the wrong decision, you're either going to learn what to do or what to not do. And people don't give themselves permission to fail. So I would just say, give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to evolve, and forgive yourself, because you don't know what you don't know, bro. This system is designed for anybody to fail. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, or, like I said, yellow with pink polka dots. The system is designed to screw you. I had somebody verbatim tell me that about 5 or 6 months ago, bro. It's real. And people don't understand that. They think that everything's honky-dory. It doesn't matter. Even if I know plenty of rich people out here who still have kids who commit suicide and do crazy stuff. I know plenty of rich people who do commit suicide and do crazy stuff because they thought that the money was going to fix it. It does not fix it. What fixes it is you sticking to your guns, and what fixes it is you sticking to your values. That's what's going to keep you in solid state. You know what I'm saying? Your no means no, and your yes means yes. There's a lot of people. I just talked to somebody very well known, and I'm just like, yo, bro, like, here's the deal. Either people love me or they hate me. Well, maybe you shouldn't come. No, maybe you should just understand what I'm saying. I don't really care what you think. You haven't lived my life. So you're not going to sit here and judge and evaluate me because you don't know what it took for Fred Smith to become really Fred Smith. I don't care. I can't be bought. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand that your values is everything, bro, and when you're really ready to die for your values, you know that you've arrived. When you know that for a fact that you're ready to die, like, I don't want to die, but I'm willing to sacrifice my life for my values. That's when you know that you're on the right track. And a lot of people don't want to play like that. They're scared to play. If you want to play Russian roulette, play Russian roulette with your values, period. That's going to get you fired up. People will talk about motivation. I'm like, you're demotivated because you don't know your values and you don't recharge them every day, period. That's just what it boils down to. So how are you going to make money if you don't know your values? How are you going to train people if you don't know your values? How are you going to help people come up if you don't know your values? It doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong because people are either going to learn from you what to do or what to not do. But the key is you have to make a decision, and most people don't do that.
Man. So big major key, make a decision right now. Like, no matter what, you have to make that choice right now, and then find out what your values is, right or wrong. Just like, hey, write them down right now. So get a piece of paper, write down your values, and figure that out like right away. Now, when you're talking about values, you're talking about values like honor, respect, that, or do you mean like values in terms of like
tangible? I'm talking about tangible, intangible, spiritual, intellectual, emotional, social. I think I said physical. But you know, all the realms and elements of your life. If you value being a fat ass, just say, hey, I value being fat. I don't care. I want to eat pasta all day and I want to eat past my daily caloric intake. It's okay. Just say that that's what you value. Seriously, like just make a decision, bro. Like when I was doing movies and stuff like that, people liked me as a big dude. Yeah, I played a lot of heavy roles. I'm like, I don't want to be this fat. I don't care. Like this is hurting me. Like I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be known as a heavy. Started losing weight. Started losing roles. It's just the way it works, man. So I'm like, I don't value what you value. I don't want to be another black comedian or like a black actor or a black sports guy. I just want to be Fred Smith. You don't value that? Okay, well, I got to find somebody who does. There's 8 billion people on this planet. Why do I have to conform to what you want? How about if I find other people like me and we just stick together? How about that? You know, a lot of people don't think like this, bro. I'm considered a little crazy. But you know, like I said, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I can't please everybody. I can't be everything to everybody, and that's where people make the mistake.
I think that what you just touched on is huge, because I see that a lot in our community where if you don't think like all like the community wants to think, then you ostracize. Either you're
bro, I self ostracized myself. Oh, here's a major secret about Fred.
Yes.
I self ostracized myself when I was young because they wanted me to go to a black college. I was pretty smart, but yeah, you know, you're pretty smart, but you know, you got to take these loans over here. I'm like, that's not like a white college. You want to talk about fighting racism, but yet I'm going to go to another black school. That doesn't make any sense. Well, we just want you to do it, but no, I don't care. So that's why I went to an all-white Jesuit school in Baltimore, Maryland, completely opposite, because I wasn't exposed to it. And I learned a lot. You know, that's not what I value. I exercised myself. I didn't care. I'm like, screw it. These people aren't going to pay my bills. What's going to help me is the fact that I figure out who Fred Smith is. I never conformed like that, bro. So I self-ostracized myself because I didn't have time to try to comply and do the Illuminati dance for anybody in my life. I'm not going to dance like that, bro. Either you love me or you hate me. I don't care. It doesn't matter, bro. That's what people don't understand. If you think for 1 second that everybody is always thinking about you, you are arrogant. Period. Nobody's thinking about you like that. They're worried about making payroll. They're worried about their family. They're worried about how they're going to eat. They're worried about whether or not their job is going to be there, if they're going to build their business. They ain't worried about you, dog. Like everybody thinks like that, bro. It's crazy. You got to stop and just realize, run your own race, ostracize yourself. Like Malcolm X said, take all the power away from all of these fools, man. Read a dictionary, get your game up. If you really want to play, read a dictionary, get your game up. Yeah, seriously.
Read a dictionary.
Your intelligence will go up by like 60 points just by reading a dictionary, dog. Something that crazy. So why does that matter? Because words matter. You know, but if you can't speak your truth, then why are you on this planet, bro? That's just it. That's it, dog.
That is it.
You know, I could charge your audience $100,000 for that all day long because that's what I could charge for that. It's going to be the exact same thing. The only difference is that they didn't pay for it, and because it's not free, and because it's free, they're not going to put value in it. And I've proven that time and time and time again. That's what the secret to this thing is, man. When people are in enough pain, and that's how these coaches make their money, they pay for somebody to finally tell them something that somebody's been telling them all their life, but now they're paying to hear it. That's the reasons why it's so powerful, bro. That's the reasons why it's hidden in plain sight, because people aren't in pain enough to be able to understand and just say, screw it, I'm going to make a change. You know, I had one of the biggest guys on my podcast this morning, and he was like, after we got done, he's like, bro, he's like, I don't even know if you remember this, but you coached me back in January on something for 15 minutes. It caused me to start my own business up again because he was already making pretty good money doing what he was doing. And now he's on track to do other multiple 7-figure projects just from a 15-minute phone call, dog. But he valued what I said because your words have to carry weight. That's the reasons why I said get a dictionary. If your words don't carry weight, then you won't carry weight. You won't be able to do what you want to do in this life. So look at it from that point. Does that make sense, or is Fred psycho again?
No, you ain't psycho at all. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Damn, I totally love it. But you know, before I know time is running out, but before we go, I want to talk because we were just talking about this in the beginning. So I say, you know, I tell the men on the show and in my group that, hey, you know, you need to make money right away. Like fuck the mindset, go make money, right? Get a job, whatever you got to do, start bringing in money first. And then after that, as you're making the money, you can roll in, you can roll in the mindset, right? I think my reasoning behind this, and then I want to hear from you, is that, hey, look, at the end of the day, you can have all these affirmations, you can do all these things, but as a man, you got to start working, right? And that's when you find yourself, when you're in the doing, as my friend Kim would say. While you're doing it, then you find yourself. Then you find, what you like, what you don't like while you're working, and then you can make a pivot and shift. But if you're not doing anything and you're coming home and you're stagnant, you're just on the bed and you're laying down trying to figure it out, there is no movement, there's no inertia, there's nothing going on. So if nothing is there, nothing is going to happen. But if you are moving, then you can move to something else. So
yeah, I agree, bro. 100%. Take your ass to work. Screw mindset. You have to learn how to become a verb, not a noun. Okay. And that's what a lot of these people do. You got to take action, bro. It's all action, dude. You know what I'm saying? And because you can mentally masturbate and have 27 degrees and still be broke. I've made way more money in 1 month than most of these college graduates have made in like 5 years. Seriously. So it's just like, there's no correlation between that. Take your ass to work. You're going to find a path, and you have to build a groove like you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. Just get started, build a groove. And then not everybody's going to be able to have a job. You have to evolve into certain things. That's just the way it works, bro. You're right. 100%.
Hell yeah. Damn. Well, Fred, before we go, I want to, if anyone can, I want to know, where can people find more about you and what you're doing and where you're going and what you're doing?
Oh God. You know how I play, bro. I play hard in the paint. My group is super psycho. Yeah. It's not for everybody. A lot of people aren't ready for that group, but they can go to thisisfredsmith.com. They can find me on Facebook right there. It'll take, because I only mess with Facebook. I have a group that you're in, and you know how they play. They're super psycho. We go hard to paint. We start out with conspiracy theory stuff, and people go, "Oh my God, this is real." And now people are scared, and they're really starting to understand that the world isn't exactly how they were taught. So they can find me right there, bro. Me and you are connected on Facebook. They can become my friend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love you like a brother. You know how that works, man. So I'm here to support you anyway. So.
And I appreciate you for doing this as well, brother, and dropping all the knowledge. I'm gonna have show notes and everything as well on there. So Fred, go ahead and golf, brother, and then we'll talk after this. All right.
All right. So you see my golf bag over here. It's been lonely. These are my boys right here. So you know what I'm saying? They appreciate me chilling. But like I said, bro, just keep the faith. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm not no smarter than nobody. But to your point, you just got to take massive and immediate action, bro. So I love you. You know how we do it, baby.
All right. Appreciate it, Fred. Later.
All right, brother. Peace.
Thank you, my friend, for tuning into today's episode. This means so much to us over here at the 1% Man community. Now, we want to extend a hand of gratitude to you. So I have a free gift for you. All you have to do is go to www.the1percentman.com/podcast gift. This is an exclusive gift for listeners that tune into our podcast. So go over there, get that free gift as well. And now I have 2 simple acts of you. 1, hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment and a 5-star review, because that helps us to see what you love about the podcast, and that helps us to bolster up in the rankings so more people can find us and listen to this pertinent information that we have for men of today's age. Last but not least, I want you to go back and listen to this podcast. Find just one thing that you can implement in your life today so you can move forward. Remember, progress over perfection. And till next time, my friend, your legacy starts today.